Hello and welcome to the channel. I'm Simon and this is Brett.
Hello, and this is Superman. And he's waving. And he's an ode to you.
Okay. Anyway, today we're going to be doing
Now he's going back
something.
underneath his house.
We're going to be doing something that we don't very often do on this channel.
There you go, you got there in the end.
And that is, I'm going to be looking at something I picked up from a charity shop. Now I went in this charity shop and I found this packet and it cost me...
DIY.
Huh?
Sue's going to really do some DIY. And he's going to do it himself.
This packet cost me £1. Or £1, sorry.
£1.
Yeah, £1. And the reason I bought it...
Because that makes sense.
Is because there's 4 vehicles in here. Now, this first one says Motor Max, made in China.
You just fixed a pipe.
It's kind of just a thin metal cheap car. But that's not why I bought it. Nor is this next one. This one again.
Familiar.
This one again is Motor Max China. It's not. They kind of look a bit... They're the cheapy kind of cars, these ones. So this isn't why I bought it.
The cheapy kind of car someone bought from Tesco. It was in a big set. And then someone sat next to me decided to step on it.
What?
There was a car you bought me a few years ago.
Yeah?
Right? It was either orange or it was red or it was in between.
I don't remember stepping on any cars.
And you stepped on it.
I don't remember that.
I do.
I don't.
It's all crushed in pieces.
Well, it'd be alright if you make a junkyard then, wouldn't it?
But it still rolls.
Why does he keep being in my face? But this is one of the reasons why I bought this. Is right here, we have the Robin Reliant from Only Fools and Horses. Now this...
It's something you don't see every day.
Depends where you look. This actually...
In a charity shop.
Is... Oh, let's see. This one's made by Lido. And it says on there, Reliant Regal Supervan.
It's a Supervan?
3. Only Fools and Horses. Made in England by Lido PLC. Enfield. And then it's got the postcode. So this actually...
Just one thing. If it's a Supervan, where's its cape?
Funny.
And mask.
I've actually had a ride in one of these when I was younger. There was my cousin was getting married, and her fiance had a blue Robin Reliant, and they're funny as hell.
Why?
You get into them, and straight away you're thinking, oh god, because as you get in, the sort of front wobbled at the time, and then there was 5 people in there, and you're just waiting for them to tip it over. They just take a sharp turn and go, hey. And in the 80s, you didn't very often wear a seatbelt. So you were sort of like holding on for dear life and watching them go through. It's kind of funny. But anyway.
Who invented this?
What? The Robin Reliant?
Yeah.
I don't know his name. Actually, these are kind of funny as well, because somebody actually got a parking ticket in the UK, and the reason was he had a Robin Reliant, went on holiday, and the blokes came along to paint the double yellow lines, and what they did was they lifted his car up, moved it, and then when they finished, they lifted it up and put it back on the double yellow lines, and he got a parking ticket.
Why did you do that?
I don't know why they did it, but he got out of it because when they moved it, the paint was still wet. So it put the tread of his tyres on the thing so he could prove that they'd moved his car. It's funny. They're funny little cars. And there used to be a joke where people would say, oh, there was a couple of animals standing at the side of the road, and there was a rabbit and a hedgehog, and they were talking. They said, when you want to cross the road, what you do is you look out for cars, and you look out for their headlights, and you line yourself up right in the middle. And the first animal goes over, lines itself up between the headlights, and the car goes straight over the top. He's safe, no problem. And the hedgehog goes in the middle, lines itself up, and goes, and a three-wheeler comes along. But they're nicely made. There's a little paint chip there. The rest of it is actually in pretty good nick. The details are all there. There is a little bit of damage just up here on the roof rack. But even in this condition, if I was to take this to, I don't know, a flea market, a vintage toy fair, or even a car boot sale or something, and I was to put this up for sale, I could get a minimum of £1 for this, so I could make more than what I've just paid for them all.
But he won't, because he's keeping this.
And the next one is Mr. Bean's Mini.
And this needs to be painted blue now.
And this is a Corgi Mini. So this one here has the number plate ACW497V. And it has the little deadbolt on the side painted on.
Like I said. This one now needs to be painted.
I think some of the Corgi models have a different number plate. And this is kind of a darker green than I normally see. It doesn't look like the normal lime green, does it?
Not fully.
But again, if I was to go to a toy fair, a flea market or car boot sale, the minimum I would get for this is £1. I would actually get a lot more than £1 for it if I was to sell it.
Here's something though.
You're probably not going to let me sell it, are you?
No, you are not. You cannot sell Mr. Bean's Mini. It's definitely not like we already have some.
Okay.
Stop laughing at Superman. Now he's going to go do more DIY.
But the details are pretty good on this. And also, there isn't actually any paint chips. So this one is in really good condition.
Yay!
Ow.
So, now.
For the packet, these two, if I was to take them to a car boot sale, I'd throw them in a box and might get 20p each for them. So I don't really care about those. But these
are terrible.
These are the reason I bought the packet. Because these two cars alone are worth way more than what I've just paid for them. And I'll put them on the turntable.
Wait, no. So where's coming out from doing DIY?
Look, it's there now. Just let me...
No,
don't be silly.
Okay then. More DIY for you.
So we'll start with the Robin Reliant.
You're not supposed to spin it.
Brett, will you stop? They also have these done by Corgi. And
move your hand.
Something that happens quite a lot is I see quite a lot of these come up for sale at auctions. I've seen quite a lot of these go up.
There's the chip.
And they always make good money at auction.
Except this one's not going to auction.
Alright. What do you think? Do you like it?
Yes.
Well, daft question, really, wasn't it?
Very stupid one.
Let me put the Mini on. I do like Mr. Bean. He was one of my favourite TV shows.
Which would you say would be better for you? This or this?
I like both. I drove a Mini once. It was almost had a bit of... Well, actually, my mate, when I was 16, my friend was 17. He learned to drive in a Mini, and his Mini was really bad.
Why?
Well, his accelerator would stick a little bit, so it'd get carry on going a little bit. So what he did was he'd start off driving it, make it so that the accelerator stopped a bit, step out of the car and start walking by the side of it. And then we did it one day where they put down the boot and I sat on the boot with my legs just inside, holding on to the back here while he was driving around through puddles and just messing around.
Wait, why?
Because we were young and dumb.
I know you are.
And then we also did
are.
it where I was in the passenger seat. My friend was driving. He decided he needed something to eat quickly, so he was doing the pedals and I was doing the steering. And we were terrible. And when I tried to drive it, when I got to 17, I was driving. I went to drive it, and when I went to hit the brake, I caught the brake and the accelerator at the same time, and he shoots forward like anything. But they're funny cars. This is your favourite type of car, the Mini, isn't it?
Yes.
Right. So.
Here's something. Where did Superman put the phone?
What are you on about?
Well, he wants to call 999 to get you arrested.
Too late now. That was like, what's that? 96. 24 years ago.
24.
Yeah. Anyway, so
That proves something, doesn't it?
what? If you say I'm old, I'm going to get mad with you.
You've answered your own question. You've called yourself old.
But
I know you are.
anyway, thank you very
Wait,
much.
you didn't show the other two.
Oh, and they're just like, generic cars. There's nothing to them.
Except for this one's broke a wheel.
Like this one's, like they're just, they're quite chipped and they're not brilliant.
Which one's your favourite?
Neither of them.
Out of all four?
I don't know. I like, well, Mini would probably be my favourite. But I do like the Robin Reliant.
Which one's your favourite out of these two?
This one.
Why?
I like the look of it better. Right, after 3.
Hey,
Right.
you're confused.
Well, I'm counting you down to stop messing about.
Okay,
but
then,
anyway.
so where's this DIY?
If you like this video and you want to see more, please consider subscribing.
And then you guys see Super do DIY underneath the table so you don't actually see it.
It would really
you hear the
make me
evidence.
want to put up with him. But for now,
You're being aggressively attacked by a bear.
nobody can see that. If they see your hand wiggling, they'll think something weird's going on. Can you stop? Nut
It's
job.
the hammer.
I think you need to lie down.
I know you do.
But for now, thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Right, he's waving. And he's going to go do something. In other words, jump.